Hi everyone, Janie here, and today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough for you of this baby bump album that I made using the Knitwit's Great Expectations kit. As some of you know, my youngest son and his beautiful wife are expecting their first baby, and I wanted to make an album to give her something to document her pregnancy in, because it is her first pregnancy, so there's going to be a lot of firsts. And I searched the internet, I searched craft stores, I searched Etsy, looking for just the perfect kit to use to do this, the perfect digital kit. And I found this on Knitwits, and as I said, it's called Great Expectations. And so you're going to be seeing that throughout here. I did use a couple of things that weren't from that kit, but the majority of what you're going to see is. And so let's get started. So this is the cover, and what I did is I went into Publisher. You could do the same thing in Word or I can't remember the names of other places, but you can find them online where you can go in and work with your digital images. And so I took the paper that you see back here, it's got polka dots on it, and I layered this border right here, or a little frame, on top of that, and this right here down the side, and all of this, it's flat. It's on the paper. It's just pieces from the kit that I put together. Like I said, in Publisher, you could do it in Word. And then this piece right here, let me see if I could turn this. This is dimensional, and for this one, I took this into Cricut Design Space and did the print and cut, and then also had it cut, not print, but cut a few more pieces out of what is called craft board from Cricut. Boy, am I having problems. That's all right. You just hang in there with me, okay? And I glued that on the front, and then down the side here, I attached a lace trim and some flat back pearls, and that is the front cover. Now let me open this up to the inside. Okay, I'm not going to be able to get all of this in the camera at one time, so I'm going to kind of slide it over. So, by the way, I want to point this out right now. I'm waiting on new rings. The rings that I had were only 2-inch rings, and they are not big enough for this album, so it kind of is not working the way it should right now, but I wanted to show you this instead of waiting for those rings to come in. I couldn't wait. So this is the inside of the front cover, and we've got baby on the way. This came from something in my stash, some sticker pack. And so we have side pockets, and the little mats, I did white on one side but not on the other, giving the option to either put the photo here on the mat or do journaling on the mat and put a photo on the back. So that was, my thinking when I made the mats this way. And there is another one on that side, and then this one is attached, the one here in the middle. And on the side here, these are like belly bands, so things can be stuck under there as well, including another mat if someone wanted to. So let me stick these back in here, and we'll move on to page 1. So page 1 is our first ultrasound, coming attractions. Again, this is from the Knitwits kit, and I took it into Cricut Design Space and did the same thing as I did on the front one, because I wanted to create kind of chipboard elements. So that's what I did, and that is their first ultrasound, and I just love the little frame. I love everything from this kit. This strip across here is also from the kit. Everything pretty much is. I'll tell you what isn't when we come to it. So Countdown to a Miracle is what this paper says here. Let me get it up closer so you can see that. Countdown to a Miracle. The colors are not exactly true on here. This is looking a little peach, but it is pink. And also, I'm going to flip back to the front cover for a minute. This here is green, and it does look a little green on there, but it is a different color green in person. And then on the side here, so this album, the album itself, not the rings, not the papers or anything, but just the chipboard pieces, came from my niece Myra. And it is a baby bump album, so each page the bump gets a little bigger. And so on this one I used ballerina slippers, I believe is what it's called, glitter paper from Close to My Heart. And that is page 1. Now let's do page 2. Whoops. Okay, and on page 2, I've got Baby on Board. Let me move this over again. And again, I did the same thing in Design Space with these flowers. And these flowers and everything are from the Knitwits collection. I can't even talk straight. And so is the Baby on Board. And so this page is going to be for her first belly bump picture, but it's not. This is going to be the flat belly in the very beginning. And again, I'm doing all of the mats the same. And so it slides in there and it gets stopped right down here on the flowers. So I like that. The paper that I use for this background, that one is not from the collection. It was just something I had in my stash. And now we're going to move over to here because this is going to be the gender reveal page. And so I created, many years ago, I've done videos on it, and I'll try to link it right here on the screen. But this is an interlocking gatefold card, and I actually have another one that is an intricate interlocking gatefold card. And normally I would do this with an oval, a circle, a square, but this time I decided to do it with a heart, and the balloons that say boy or girl fit perfectly in there. Again, those were stickers from my stash. And so this opens up like this. To reveal, it is going to be a baby girl. And again, this paper is not from the kit. This is actually from Decorate Your Life. So I've used it before. I'll put a link below in the description box. But that is the reveal. And then behind it is a place for journaling or a picture. So it is another mat, and it just slides in right behind there. And for this right here, I did not use glitter paper, even though, I don't know if you can see it's glittery. I used some paper from Close to My Heart that is no longer available, and then I sprayed it with a glitter spray. So I sprayed it before I put it on here or it'd be all over the place, but that's what I did for this one. And now let's move on to the next page. Okay. And like I said, these rings do not fit properly, so there we go. Oh, look at that. I got it to slide over. Yay! Okay, so this one is actually, let me get it up close. This is for the first trimester belly bump. So this is when it is starting to show. And we've got the mommy to be. And again, like I said, this was done in Cricut Design Space so that I could create kind of like a chipboard. So for all of the pieces that I'm doing like this, I'm doing print and cut on regular cardstock, and then I am just doing the cut on the craft board, like I said, and then I'm just gluing them together. So, and again, this slides out. So it could be for the picture in journaling or just the picture, however she wants to do that. And that is some of the paper from the kit. And this page is actually, I guess I want to call it an afterthought. I realized as I was going through here that I didn't add another page for more ultrasound pictures or other special pictures. And so that's kind of what this page is for. So we've got congratulations up at the top and a little pearl at each end. And this is so pretty. This is more of the chipboard pieces I created with the flowers from the kit, and then lace and pearls just like on the front cover, and it's also on the back cover. And so right here there's a pocket, as you can see, and this piece pulls out, which can be journaled in photo. And then this one flips up, And we have a place right here for a photo. These pull out of that pocket. And look at that one got stuck for a second. Oh no. But we've got two more and a place right here. So there are plenty of photo opportunities here. Just on this one page, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4. Something could go there if they want, so we could say that's 5 and then 6. So I really love this page. All right, now time for the next page. Oh wait, before I go on, I just wanted to show you that this one again was done with the ballerina slipper glitter paper from Close to My Heart. And now we're going to turn that page and we see, oh look at that, I might be able to get it to spread out. Yay! You know what? I would say this might work with these, but it's not. I'll show you why later. So here we are with the baby bump again, and this one is the second trimester. And the paper that you see back there did not come with the kit. Every once in a while I'm throwing in something from my stash. And the stickers are also from my stash. So this page right here actually has nothing on it from the Knitwit's Great Expectations collection. But again, we have another photo mat that fits in there, and it gets stopped right here by this and right there. Okay, now it's time for the baby shower. Yay! So everything you see here is from the kit, and oh my gosh, I've got to get her name really quick before I open this up. Okay, I've got it. Her name is Scrap and Coffee here on YouTube, and I will put a link below in the description box to her pop-up album, which is where I got my inspiration from this. Not just inspiration, I flat out got my tutorial for this. And just let me show you. So here's the front. It's got a magnetic closure. Okay, open it up, and let me see if I can move it up a little bit here for you. Okay, so this is a waterfall, and I have made waterfalls before. I've made the pull-down waterfalls before, but not like this. Usually there's a skinny piece that you pull, like a ribbon, and this has a full piece on the bottom where another photo can go. And I love that it wasn't just some skinny piece coming out the bottom. So you just pull this. Let me see if I can hold the album and do this at the same time. Okay, there we go. And it just flips through like that. Isn't that so cool? I mean, you know, like I said, I've done waterfall albums and the pull down waterfall albums before, so this is not like, ooh, looky what I did. But I just think it's so cool with the bigger piece on the bottom. And so there are places for lots of pictures. And let me pull this down. Since, there we go. Since there wasn't really enough room up here for a 4x6, because these are all made for 4x6 pictures. So this is like 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and the mat itself is 4x6. But this wasn't big enough, and so I did it this way. A couple of smaller pictures could be put up there, some journaling. For example, a picture from the baby shower, and then she can make notes on what the gift was and who she got it from. Wouldn't that be perfect? That was actually my thought. So an explanation for each picture would be really cool. And then again, I added these pieces right here, which were just from sticker packs in my stash. And so that is the baby shower page, and I love it. Okay, and then again, this is where I use the pink cardstock that I sprayed. Every other one is that way. So you know, this one was the glitter paper. This one is the pink cardstock. So every other one, so that each baby bump kind of stands out instead of blends together. All right, on to the next page. Okay, let me work this one around. Yay! Okay, and on this page, it is the third trimester. And so we've got counting down the days, as I know by that point you definitely are counting down the days and the due date. So those are cute little stickers that, like I said, were in my stash. The strip down the side is actually part of the Knitwits kit, and it says, "There is a great joy coming," and boy is that true. So again, here is a mat for the baby bump picture and journaling. So the baby bump picture can go there, the journaling here, or the picture could go here. Totally up to the mom. And this page. So I know that they're really excited about the nursery, you know, doing the crib, the walls, whatever they're doing, it's going to be exciting. And that's what this page is for. And that is from the kit, and I just thought that was so precious, and I had to use it somewhere in here, and this was the perfect place to put that. And it is a magnetic closure, so just like that. And again, the kind of chipboard pieces that I created there to decorate it. And I put a little button right there where the magnet is, just because it was showing a little bit. Well, it wasn't, but there's a little raised area, and I thought a button looked really cute. It's not a real button. It's actually, again, part of the kit. So I love using, I tried to use almost everything that was in the kit. So places for pictures, and so we have places for, you know, portrait style, and places for landscape style, and a place in the middle where they could add more pictures or whatever they want. I left it that way, but seriously, I just realized something. I never glued this in. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Holy cow. Well, I guess I better glue that in. Oh my gosh, priceless moment in this video. Bloopers. Okay, well, let me fold this back up for right now. And there we go. So that is for pictures of the nursery. And now we're going to go on to the next page. And this is the last page in the album. And this is actually for when the baby is born. So, you know, obviously there'll be a baby album that starts when the baby's born, but this pregnancy ends with the baby being born. And so this is also one from the Scrap and Coffee pop-up album. Well, Scrap and Coffee is the name of the YouTube channel. Pop-up album is what she had made. And I really wanted to use this. It's actually similar to a card I've made before, and a card I actually plan on making again, but I did not have this size. So I got the size and everything from her. And that's, you know, I want to make sure she gets the credit for that. So I love the stork carrying the little baby girl, because the stork is delivering the baby girl, right? And that is a magnetic closure. So again, magnetic closure. We're going to open that up. Something could go there, but probably not, just with it closing. And we're going to open it up, and this pops up. And a place for two pictures, which I am guessing are going to be mommy holding the baby and daddy holding the baby, or one of mommy and daddy holding the baby and one of the baby by itself. But I just thought that that was really a cute way to kind of bring this album to a close, so to say. So I'm going to close that back up, because we also have a slide out right here for more photos or journaling or both. And that brings us to the back cover, where we've got a little frame with a pull out to put a picture of the baby on, and then put it back in. So I mean, it does come all the way out, and then it goes all the way back in. So there's the baby and the congratulations. And let me see if I could lift this up over here. Put the baby's name, birth date, time, weight, length, and proud parents. I mean, how special is that? Perfect way to close out the book. And so we're going to close it, and on the back cover. None of this is raised. All of it was just added to the paper. I had the paper. This one is different than the one on the front. This one has a congratulations. Let me move that up. Congratulations on the inside. And the stork with the baby girl again. And I created a shadow behind it. And this is not a tutorial on how to use Publisher or Word or anything, or even Cricut Design Space, which is where I did a lot of this. But I'm just letting you know how I did it. And then added the lace and pearls here. And let me flip this over really quick. So for the binding, I wanted to use my Zutter, which creates the places for the binding, but I didn't have the wire loop binding that was large enough. I only had up to 1 inch. I never thought I would make an album this fat, so I never bought anything larger. And the largest rings that I had are 2 inches, and luckily they fit right through those openings, so that worked out great. I was thinking about running ribbon through there as well, just to hide those, but the lace hides it just fine, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. But now I'm going to show you why, even though when I was opening this I was able to separate the pages, this is how it looks. Let me hold it up. And I don't really like the way that that looks. I think I need bigger rings so that this side can open up a little bit more. So I did order those because I just wasn't crazy about how it, pushed down and popped this up. I want it to be able to pop this side up a little bit more. But there you go. That is the album that I made for my daughter-in-law. I'm really excited to give it to her. They're away right now, but I'll probably give this to her sometime in the next couple of weeks. I have to go there for a doctor appointment anyway, but I can't wait to give it to her. I'm really excited, and thank you for letting me share this with you. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.